Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this, but in fact it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
Okay, I have to fix this because it's not on game capture, but that was the intro to the game. I'm really excited to play this. I actually love this game. Um, I haven't played through it myself. I saw an old playthrough of it of a long time ago, and I was like, I want to play that game. And it's such a chill game, and it's just really nice. And it was really cheap on sale when Black Friday came around, and so I was like, we're getting this game, and we're gonna stream this game, and it is a chill stream, and we're just gonna chill and play the game, and I'm also gonna fix it so that it doesn't capture my entire screen. But yeah, super fun. Ignore my anime backgrounds because I like anime, and you can't judge me for that because everybody likes anime. And you can't tell me that's wrong because I know it's true. And that should be fixed. Is it not? There we go. There we go. I fixed it. Cool. Now you guys can see this screen. I may turn up the game a little bit. It is a little quiet. Just gonna turn it up in options because the audio, the desktop audio is turned up pretty loud. So let's turn up the music a bit. I think that's good. Okay. So I'm gonna do a new game. I have never like actually played through the game before. There was one time when I wanted to play and I did like one day and then I got murdered because I didn't work with the Mafia or something like that. And that was before I even owned the game. I was borrowing it from somebody else. So I've never played while owning it myself. But technically I have played before, but we're gonna start a new game because I don't want to start like when I'm about to die. Let's see. News July 5th. Or that's 15th. I can't read. July 15th, Monday. Mayor Rogers. City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation. That's me. I'm Jack Boyd. Okay, let's go to work. I do really like the animation style. It's very just chill, easy. Like, it's a really nice animation style.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher. This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
I do really like this game, like the perspective of like the policeman that it
I
gives
learned
you.
a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Yep. Reporters can be the worst sometimes. I mean, I've never had them come up to me and give me crap, so I don't know. It's like out of personal experience. But the stories I've heard. Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? What's the difference? I'm gonna respond that. What does it matter whether it came as a surprise? My business is my own. That is true. They should not bother in my business. I get that I'm a cop, and so they kind of want to know. But still, my business. Whether I'm gonna keep my job or not. Do you already know the name of your successor? I'm gonna say, who cares? I've done my job, and I'm just about finished with it. Soon my only interests will be cigars and jazz. I frankly don't care who takes my place. That's fair. You don't have much to worry about when you're just retiring, like, unless you're gonna be dealing with the people. But usually when people retire, they don't deal with that, like, group or thing anymore. I guess it'd be different if it's police. You'd have to deal with the police after they retire because they're your police, but yeah, I don't know. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendrick said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? I don't know. How would I know? I don't know him. I mean, I guess I do know him, but I personally, as the gamer, don't know him. I think my character knows him. Is he's the deputy chief, I assume, or something like that. Okay. I'm gonna say perhaps, because I don't know. Sounds possible if he thinks the new office would help him serve the city a little longer. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the Mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? Well, I personally, again, don't know. As I said before, I did play like one day of this and then got killed by the Mafia because I didn't work with them. So I guess you kind of, in a way, have to. Not necessarily work with them, but sometimes just don't interrupt their things. It's weird. I'm gonna say no comment. Usually I prefer to answer all your questions, but in this situation I've gotta say no comment. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? I'm gonna say how should I know? Because I don't know what his relationship with the mayor is. You'd better ask him. Accurate response. Thank you. No, thank you, reporters. I don't like having to deal with those.
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
I do really like the sound effects, just like putting in that atmospheric effect. Oh my gosh. Feeling like I'm there is really good.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
That's a really good voice for like a tilted man.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime
Leaning
soon.
on the desk like that. That's an awkward image.
180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Star?
Yes?
It's
Go
interesting
fuck yourself, Troy
that
Star.
when I add this game as the game I'm playing, it automatically adds the family friendly tag. And there are like odd things that I'm not sure are necessarily family friendly. But I mean, I can't take the tag off. It just like says that it's family friendly, like automatically when I chose this game. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, let's get into the next day though, because nothing happened that day. That was just boring. I want to actually play the game. Just been watching the scenes. I'm ready to get into it.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts. My deputy, Francis Kendrick, he recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Okay. Now I can get in to the game. Would you like to receive tips about how the game works? Do I? I don't like tutorials. That's something that if you didn't know about me, you know now. I don't like tutorials. 'Cause I feel like I'm pretty smart and I know how to play. Also, I did play through one day of this, so I'm sure I can figure it out. I'm gonna say, I'm a 60-year-old police chief a few months away from retirement. I don't need anyone telling me how to do my job. Okay, let's do this. Oh man, I love the jazz. It's so chill. I love this game. I forget how good the music is, and then I play the game, and then I'm like, oof, good music. Crime in progress. Hit and run. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a man in the parking lot over a homeless man who'd been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he'd hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. That's messed up. Let's send Subaki and Austin. Welcome to the chat, Silent Yuna, and we shall see. You are very correct there. I hope I pronounced your name correctly as well. A fight at the Picture Show Theater. A theater manager reports that during a show of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater, carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater's security guard. Let's send Purdy and Asano. I want to send Price with somebody who's like super high level because I want Price to level up, and I don't know if I can do that if it's weird. I just realized you guys can't see my full screen. Why is it doing that? Wait, let me see if I can change that. I just looked over to the screen. Can I fit? That's weird that it's cutting it off like that. Let's see if I do fit to screen and then I click on the game again. Maybe it'll, no, it does not fix it. That's so weird. I don't know why it's cutting off at the bottom. I'm sorry, guys. Fit to screen. Maybe if I do game capture again, it'll fix it. I tried. I'm sorry, you guys are only gonna see like half of their faces. That's fine, you guys can see their level, which is what matters. So that I'll have to deal with that. I need to look at these reports, and I also need to send people places. Oh boy. Let's send somebody to the fight real quick. A brother and sister clashed with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of the lawyers, we don't dare separate. Okay, we can send Yancey and Price to do that. Price probably just is good. And now that they're back, we can send people to the armed robbery. I'm gonna send our two best people because I just trust them more. Because they're high level. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store, made off with their whole collection of adult movies. Sounds like teenagers. Sounds like teenagers. The store manager wrote down the car's license plate. Owner is Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. Okay, well, proceed. And let's look at these reports. Oh, we caught the movie theater fight. And we caught... Did we catch the guy who ran over the bum? We did. We're doing good already. We got this. We got this in the bag, guys. I'll just send these 3 since I can send 3. And then we just wait for people to get back and hopefully nothing happens. A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then run away with his guitar and money. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that works. Man, this music's just poppin'. Ooh. There's a situation with the armed robbery. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. Sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Sneak into the house through an open window, because they are not going to be able to hear you. So then you'll catch them so easily. Idiots. Teenagers. And then we'll look at the fight report. Aw, man. Come on, Price. Price, you messed us up. The level 5, bro. You need to be fired. I want to fire Price. Right off the bat. Can we hire somebody else? I'm on the first day. Well, technically the second day. But I want to hire somebody else. Fender caught officers unharmed. Okay, nice. That one's good. Let's see. There we go, now it's fixing itself. I'm gonna move these over actually, so that you guys can actually see what's going on. Where can I move them to? Can I move them? Right there should be fine. I know that like they kind of look cut off now, but that's fine. I just want you guys to be able to see the top so you can see what time it and how much money I have. Okay. Now we can end the day. Day 1 done. I clicked it. Okay, day 1 done. We did it, boys. We let a criminal escape today. Because Price is level 5.
When I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years, he's played loose with the law. And I know that
Silent Una,
every
thank you for
stolen
following.
dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably
I appreciate
sounds
it.
crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business.
Just keep
so you
getting
could get a
work
call from any
done.
of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful
Exciting.
about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people.
Wow.
Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's
That's a
people
lot
made
of
sure every
people
paper
in a
reported
month.
it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
It's like
Jack,
one per
please
day.
Listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
I don't want to work with the Mafia either. It's okay, man. Let's see. Construction of cinema museum postponed again. That sucks. Cinema museums are cool. Kendrick announced when he's retiring, which means I don't have to deal with him anymore. But that means I might have to deal with the Mafia, which I don't look forward to. There's a big sale going on today. I don't want to miss it. Can I have the day off? No. No, you can't. Roy, you can't have the day off just for a sale. Like, that's just immature. Like, maybe if your family's sick or something, then you could have the day off. But dude, no. Anyway, let's pick some music. Let's pick some nice jammin' music. I don't know if this is the one I was listening to yesterday. I honestly don't know which one I was listening to yesterday. I want to choose one that's nice. Billabong sounds fun. I'm gonna go with that one. It's a fun name. I like it. I like it already. The piano. Chill music. Such chill music. I love the music in this game. It's just so, like, detective, like, it's so nice. I don't know. It just makes me feel chill, man. Let's see, who should I hire? If I can hire somebody. I mean, might as well hire somebody who's a higher level. Let's hire him for shift A so we can get rid of that other guy that was crappy. And Nick for shift. How many detectives do we have on shift A and B? We have 3 to get we have 3 on shift A, so or shift B, so I'm gonna hire this guy for shift A. Sorry, I can't speak today. That's just a thing. It's a chill Saturday, and you know what? I think my mind is going so chill that I just don't know how to talk. Happens to us sometimes. Happens to us all. Anyway, vandalism at the cathedral. Gotta take care of that. We received a frightened call from the local cathedral. This morning, the abbot discovered that, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but they discovered that somebody entered the old cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols. That's just rude. That's just not okay. I don't come in your house and paint satanic symbols everywhere. It's rude. Some have been broken into pieces. That's just even more rude. That's just disrespect for the dead. Whoever did that deserves to be haunted. Just saying. They deserve to be haunted by ghosts. They're just asking for it. I'm gonna send Samadhi and Vandal because they're good enough level. I think they can take care of it. Atticus Tower. Businessman Harley Jones looking out his window saw 2 teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. Okay, I'll send Robbins, and let's send Birch and Birch. Both Birches. And see if they can take care of it. I know 2 of those are low level, so it might not work out for me, but, you know, we try. We try. What else have we got today? Nothing there that I can do. Vandalism report. Cool. We caught the dudes that deserve to be haunted. I hope they're haunted in jail. Come on, Birch. And Birch. Birch and Birch. I think I may have to fire you. You let the offender escape. I'm blaming it on both of you. Birch and Birch. Suspicious individual, a waitress named Mila, reports that she served chicken Eddie and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television this morning. They're eating a burger. I'm gonna send Grant and Roy. Hopefully Roy doesn't mess this up for us. I know I keep saying that about like everybody low level, but we're just gonna cross our fingers again. Because I take risks. I am a risk taker. Which is probably not the best when it comes to being a police officer. False alarm, the waitress had been... Okay. Well, was not a person. I'm gonna send... You just need a bouncer, so you don't need anybody good. Yeah, bouncer stuffed himself and yeah. Yeah, okay. I was making sure I read that right. So they just need a bouncer. I'm gonna send Birch Jr. I'm sure he'll be fine. I doubt he'll have trouble with getting people into a club. I mean, he did let my offender escape, so that's just his punishment. He has to take care of a club now. An anonymous call came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skating rink is selling crack to teenagers. That's great. Let's send Samadhi and Birch better not mess this up again. I will be upset. A suicide threat. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline is threatened to set himself on fire? Oof. That's a little bad idea. That's a long-term solution to a short-term problem. His favorite chewing gum becomes popular. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that your favorite chewing gum is not popular. There are other ways to solve that. And I hope you feel better soon, because I don't want you feeling bad. Sorry, Chief. Birch Jr., you're saying you quit? Good. I wanted to fire you anyway. And one night I pulled in more cash than I earned in a month working at this dump. Mr. Sorkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I just wasn't cut out to be a cop. That's right, you weren't. That's what I was just telling you. I was just telling you that you were crap. Oh. Dude, Sam gave me $4,000. That's sick. I'm rich now. Okay, let's hire another cop to replace Birch, because Birch is crap. Sorry, I'm like slandering the name of Birch. I'm very sorry. He just let a criminal get away and I'm upset about it, okay? Do I want to hire somebody high level or somebody low level and then level them up? I think I just want to hire somebody high level because I can. We're on shift A. Okay. I'll hire you for shift A to replace our Birch Jr., who didn't care enough about his job, and I didn't care enough about him to make him stay.
Looks like we have a situation here.
As police arrive, a clown... Oh, this is the drug clown. A clown is seen making balloons, animals for the kids. Let's cover up in a coat and be an illicit customer. Like, that might work. Oh, man. It did not work. I was wrong. Maybe we should have just watched him. That's the 2 hours debating it through. We caught the guy who was threatening to set himself on fire. That's good. Because it's okay, buddy. One day, your favorite chewing gum will be popular again, and it's okay if it's not today. It's perfectly fine. And you didn't need to take the action that you were going to because of it. Because there are reasons to keep going other than chewing gum. Like family and stuff. And friends, and a lot of reasons that I could list. Feminist organization denied official I thought it said resignation. Registration. Okay. That makes more sense. I was like, why would they quit? Does not sound accurate. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freeburg. Okay. A lot of feminists in the paper right now. Interesting day.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, But according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention.
That's
She
sweet.
patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch, and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate, and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have
An
a
extrovert.
hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Okay. Getting into another day. Okay, we're on shift B now. Price. Price better be good today. I'm gonna be upset if Price messes anything up again. Let's listen. This one looks good. Don't you leave me here by the Pierce Pickering Barrel House Jazz Band. Sounds fun. I want to do this song. That's some nice piano. Some nice piano. The City Hall parking lot. A member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot carrying a big iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards, thieves, bloodsuckers!" Well, okay. Should probably take care of that guy. Let's send Yancey and... Let's send Price. Price, you better not let any... I'm taking it back. I don't want to send Price. I'm scared. I'm scared to send Price. I kind of want to fire Price. Let's send Yancey and Asana. And a homicide. Lead detective. Let's go with Mole, because they're 150. Excuse me. Armstrong and De Brito. I don't know why I said that in an accent. Black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. Oh. It's not very good. We should find the killer. City Hall, fire all black cops. A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill the black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tensions. I don't want to. Can I not? Can I just not? I could fire Stovall, but Stovall's so good. I don't want to fire him. He's like such a good cop. I don't think I can fire Robbins, can I? Yeah, I don't have any legal reason to fire him. I'd have to fire him illegally. And then we've got Moser. I can't fire him legally. Austin. I can't fire legally either. And then Armstrong. I can't. So literally the only guy I could legally fire is Stovall. And I don't know that I want to do that. Because he's really good. I do have a 400 person at Shift A already. But if I'm not gonna fire all of them, then there's no reason to fire just one, right? I'm just gonna think about it for a day. Carjacking. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Let's send Purdy and Subaki and Austin and Price. I think Price will be good because I think Price is outweighed by them in that. So I think we'll be good on that one to send those four. Hopefully Price doesn't mess it up. Okay, they caught the guy who was vandalizing Town Hall. Good. The old man or whatever. Homicide investigation. Nice. We don't have anything. All we have is clues and then sequence pictures. He walked out of the house. Window was already broken. And then there's he's dead on the floor. Eric Graham, a drunk witness. They drove by in a sedan. They shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Glenn Clayton, neighbor. I only heard a few muffled shots. Mr. Carr. Lawrence Carr, neighbor. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time, and recently there's been lots of cursing and carrying on. That's a little concerning. Miss Cobb. Stacy Cobb is a witness. Don't remember the car, and the neighborhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. Daryl Carpenter is also a neighbor. Police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and was nearly hit by some idiot's car. Probably the same guy, honestly.
1210 in progress. We've got a situation here.
Carjacking at the suburb. The driver is nowhere to be seen. Search the car. Wait a safe distance. Wait for the driver to appear. Yeah. Cool. Cool, caught him. There we go, Price. Now you're learning. Let's see. Suspicious individual. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing Bifocals, seated on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photos. That is a little sus. Taking several photographs of children is a little sus. Just concerning.
1210 complete.
Caught them. Cool. And then Dragon's Lair Club. Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club, and for my first exhibition, I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks. Something that will help him out on the streets. Ooh, if you'll teach him a few tricks, can you, like, teach Price how to fight, please? Price is really bad. I know that he might not be my toughest cop, he might be my weakest cop. So I'm not really doing what he asked, but I want him to be better. Oh, cool, I got that. Okay. So, I almost died. Yeah, she went to buy medicine and was nearly hit by the dude's car, so I think he shot him. He drove off. Is that the right order? Maybe he drove, yeah, so he drove by, and then he shot him, and then he went to the medicine shop, like went around the corner to the medicine shop. I couldn't really tell if the car was moving or parked in that shot. Okay. Travis Horton, a known racist who has several previous convictions. Okay.
311A in progress.
Kevin's throat bar. A bartender reports that a couple dancers started fighting over tips. A cat fight broke out right on stage. Ooh, cat fight. I just felt like saying that. Let's send Yancey and Tsubaki and Austin. I think those three would be it. And then Octopus Restaurant. What's this? A fight. Another fight. There's a lot of fights happening, man. People are just upset. A bartender reported that a fight has broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, had climbed onto the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet with her. Come on, he's just a drunk man and he's trying to sing a duet. It's all chill. It's all good, man. It's all good. Kazuki Tamura. Oh, okay, that's the Dragon's Lair Club. Chief, I just about nailed the jab a couple times, but he was too fast for me and won on points. I don't really understand all their rules, so I can't keep track of my points very well. But he was alright. Even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. Think I can take the day off? Sure, Bryce. You're like 100. You're leveled up by like 100, so sure, man. On the stage are two strippers going at it. This is the bar fight over tips. And it's gone beyond arguing to a full-on cat fight. The bouncer is fast asleep, clearly too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily watching the fight. I'm gonna say... Listen, girls, cut the crap or this is going to get serious. The strippers continue fighting, oblivious of the police's presence. Let's... That's a really good one. Ask the bartender for a bucket of cold water and throw it on the combatants. That'll get them to just stop. If you just throw a giant cup, like if the giant bucket of cold water on two people who are like fighting it out, there's a chance that they'll still keep fighting, but in most situations, they'll just be upset at you and be like, what the crap, man? And then you'll be like, you were fighting. I had to stop your fighting. That's pretty smart. I think we can end the day now. Is that everything? Maybe it's not everything. Oh, okay, we had one more report. Oh, the octopus restaurant. The drunk dude who wanted to sing a duet with the girl on stage. Now we can end the day. Nice. Day 5. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. That sucks. Mayor Rogers said he has no problems with racists. That's a little... That's a little concerning of a statement. As in, like, you'll support them? Or as in, like, you'll take care of them? I'm concerned either way. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. What? Officer Blaine? When a woman's pregnant, she's not a... That doesn't mean there's a bomb in her stomach.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
Is it cash? Oh, it's pills.
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the
Mm.
crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
And then he's got a family. And I feel like in this situation, I'll endanger myself if I agree to help, but my character, like as a person, has, like, he has 3 adult kids and a wife, but the wife's not in the picture anymore. So he does have family, but I think because Kendrick has a younger kids, I think I'll help him because I feel like that's I feel like that's something to keep safe, and that you can help somebody keep safe. And I mean, it's only for the rest of the year, right? Right? That the Mafia won't pull me in for another after this, so hopefully. That would be
Give him my phone
annoying.
number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank.
Yep.
At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the Mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a Mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Sounds like conversation people would have. I'm too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Dude, are you drunk? McCoy? Why are you drunk? I guess you can walk home. Or go home. But come back tomorrow. Please? I think that bottle means you're drunk. Not the best. Let's see what other music we have. Gotta find something good. I don't know if we've listened to this already, but I'm gonna choose this one. We haven't listened to this one yet. That's a pretty nice one. Tomorrow's the deadline. Fire all black cops. No. I'm not going to. I've decided I'm not going to. Not gonna do it. Disorderly conduct. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. Let's send Robbins and Samadhi. Let's see what can I do here. Let's get... I can get things. I think I'm gonna get an officer job slot. That's cool. Oh, my weekly salary. Nice. A witness looked on from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. I still can't speak, guys. Let's send Stovall. And then hopefully those guys level up. Fight in the residential area. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with the microphone stands. Oh no. Let's send them to... I don't know if that's gonna go wrong. I can't send anybody to pick up the homicide yet. Okay, we got the bum. I mean homeless man. I shouldn't call them bums. That's bad. That's rude. Robbery. Send my detectives on it. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Liang while she was on the way to the pawn shop. It's a hot one today. A lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned. I'm sorry, I don't have any officers open. I have to refuse. Oh, the robbery. Shop has 2 exits from which people have already fled. Sneak up to the back door. The stick-up man noticed the police's presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. I'm silently take aim at the robber. The robber grows visibly nervous. Don't shoot. Please, I just need the money. I'll just take a little bit and go. No one was hurt. The cashier begins to cry. I'm gonna say there's 2 ways out of this shop, and cuffs are in a body bag, and hopefully he doesn't kill the hostage. He escaped? Come on, Birch! This is all Birch's fault. Nobody died, though. That's what matters most to me right now. Everybody's alive. That's okay. At an art gallery exhibition entitled Sex Operation. It's an interesting name. A gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in, began smashing exhibits. That's rude. That's people's works of art. I like say everything's rude. Come on, Roy. I'm firing Roy. I'm gonna fire Roy. I wonder if I can already. Can I fire Roy yet? I don't like Roy. Yes! Fire. Roy, you're not good at this. Find another job. Let's hire James, because it looks like... What shift are we on? Shift A, okay. Because it looks like... I can't pronounce that name, but it looks like he's too old for the job, and I don't want to hire somebody that's too old and then not be able to, like, do stuff with them. Okay. This year, organizers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well in the competition. Sure, man. Let's send Stovall and Vandal. I think we don't have too much else going on. Let's arrest the guy here. that's from the homicide. Oh, should I wait until the next day? Because the detective, that's the detective for the other shift. Oh, okay, I should probably wait until the next day then. Why are so many offenders escaping? I'm losing everyone. Oh, this is pretty straightforward. I don't even think I need to look at the clues. He just drove by, stole the purse, and then drove off. That was easy. Now we... That's the wrong one. We can send officers to pick up that dude. Atticus Tower. A guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up a tree. Nice. Birch, you better not mess this up. I swear, Birch, if you mess this up. We did it, Boyd. We won. The Ernest really know a lot about shooting. Even taught us a thing or two. He invited us out hunting to celebrate the victory, so we'll be taking the day off. We deserve it. Okay. That's fine since it's the end of the day anyway, but okay. Okay, they caught the guy for... At least we caught one dude today. We didn't catch much else. What's this one? Come on, Birch. I swear, I'm gonna fire Birch. Can I fire Birch now? Wait, how do I... Can I guess I have to wait until tomorrow. Looks like tomorrow is going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. Nice. Can I fire Birch yet? No. I'll end that day. Okay. It's been like an hour or so. I'm getting kind of tired. This was just a chill stream today, and I'm really happy that I got to start on this game with you guys and that I got to get it going so that we can continue playing. Since the game just saved. So I really look forward to playing that game more. And hopefully you guys tune in. If you guys want to follow when I stream next, I don't have a specific stream schedule right now. It's mostly weekends, Friday or Saturday. And then every once in a while I'll do something on the weekdays, but I have a job, so I don't always have time for that. And so if you guys want to know whenever I stream, it is announced in the Discord server that is linked down below underneath the stream. You can get on that link. It's also on my Twitter, which I believe is also linked down below. If it is not, then it's just at SassyJenna1 on Twitter. And that's pretty much all I have. If you guys want to check out my YouTube channel, that's also linked down below. That's where I port all of these videos, and sometimes I edit them and sometimes I upload them there, but again, it depends on how much time I have. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here. It's super nice to have just great people who can just stop in and have fun with me. So with that, I will see you guys all next time, and peace out.